Hiya, this is allegedly Dave speaking to you from sunny St Lucia. I know it's cold where you are right now. I've been speaking about the flat earth now for about 5 years. I've gone out and done lots and lots of experiments, including a laser experiment across Lake Balaton in Hungary, some sighting experiments across the Bonneville Salt Flats in Utah, various experiments over the sea. It's been a huge roller coaster ride of discovery. It's been an amazing ride of discovery. But the flat earth is just one in a long line of lies that we've been told about our reality. We essentially live in Disneyland. It's a false reality, and just like some of the people you might come across will say, not everything's a conspiracy. Well, actually it is. Absolutely everything in this life is a conspiracy. Any topic that you care to look at, you'll find, if you scratch beneath the surface, you'll find the lies underneath it. And the flat earth might be one of the biggest lies that you'll come across, but there are plenty of others waiting for you to discover. If you are at a place like this, going to meetings like this, then you're one of the lucky ones who's actually started to wake up to these realities. The mass majority of muggles, as I call them, they will never wake up to this. They will go throughout their entire lives sleeping, thinking that Disneyland is real. But as I said, you're one of the rare few that have actually woken up to the deception. Now, you might not feel that lucky because it will seem like your whole life has ended. But believe me, it's better to be awake through this than be asleep, because if you're lacking in the knowledge, then all you can do is react to the events that are forced upon you. But having knowledge of this, then you can act, and you can act without fear. Because if you've got no knowledge, then you can only react in fear. Okay, so as I said, you're one of the lucky ones. I've been looking at other things beyond the flat earth, notably the history, human history, and its connection to the Bible. I'm not a Bible basher, but I found a tremendous amount of truth in the Old Testament and how it relates to what's going on today. I've also been looking at languages and discovered basically that the English language is a programming language for the human mind. I used to be a programmer, and it dawned on me one day when I was looking at comparative charts between Paleo-Hebrew, which is what I believe is the original language of mankind, and the languages that kind of split off from Paleo-Hebrew, including Greek, Latin, and eventually English. And it dawned on me one day that whereas Paleo-Hebrew has pictures for the letters, above the English words it said symbol, or symbol is another word for variable in computer language, and it dawned on me that that's what the English language is. It's a computer language. It's a language to program the human mind with, and that's exactly what it's done to us. You only have to look at a few of the words. I'll give you an example. Some of the words in the medical field, we say that we suffer with things. Well, the word to suffer means to permit, to allow. So when you say you're suffering from cancer, well, you're allowing it, you're permitting it. The word cure means to preserve, like as in cure meat. So when you say you want to cure cancer, you want to preserve it. So the whole of the English language is full of contradictions like that. So when you're saying things, you're literally saying almost the opposite of what you mean, unawares. And sound in this realm has power. The sounds we make have a physical effect on the world. So the words we say, the words we use, have a physical effect on the world and on ourselves. So if they can control our language, then they can control the effect that the ultimate effect we have on the world. And also if they can, and they already have, they've got us thinking in words. So if they can control the language, then they can control how much we can think. Because if you can only think in words, well, you can only think in terms of the words you know. So yeah, it's very powerful stuff. The thing is that, as I said, there's a whole world of lies out there, and I'm looking at a few of them, but there's so many more out there. So you know what? Get stuck in, because there's a lot to uncover there, and you can just find the part of our reality that you want to focus on and expose those lies. Yes, it's a hard road. I'm not going to deny it. It's a hard road. You're going to lose friends. Your life will change, but ultimately you're going to feel more fulfilled in exposing and sharing the truth. So that's all I've got to say. I just thought I'd say hello, and maybe one of these days I'll join you over there.